Hello everyone, my name is Joshua and this is the 191st video on my video journal series. Today's day is Tuesday, the 18th of August 2026. How's everyone been? I've been pretty good, thank you. And today I didn't really do much aside from uni. I pretty much had a full day of uni, so not much of social life today. Just go to uni, do classes, stay back to work on one of my assessments due on Friday. But something that I did do, the one thing that I did do was go to KFC because I was really, really hungry. And I finally caught notice of what the new menu item they have. It's called the Wicked Sauce and the new Wicked Sauce range, hashtag not an ad. But yeah, if you're watching this now, KFC here in Australia have this new sauce called the Wicked Sauce. And if you're watching this, I guess in the future, it sort of tastes like supercharged sauce, which is basically KFC's like spicy sauce, but even a bit more spicier, if you know what I mean. It doesn't taste all that bad, but it doesn't really taste all that original either. I remember a few months ago, KFC had this promotion called the Liquid Gold sauce, which just tastes like really bitter mayonnaise. But even though I didn't like it, I was like, hey, it tastes a bit more original than the other existing sauces. But something I don't like about the liquid golden sauce and this new wicked sauce and even this like lava chocolate thing that they now have at KFC is that they come in like these really like big tubs. I'm like, why don't they just serve them like the mini like sauce plastic sort of tubs that they have for like all their other sauces? Why are you gonna like put this in like a deliberate sort of like big cardboard container? It's not like I gotta, consume all this sauce in one go. It may be good for sharing and all that, but I think you should give customers the option of getting the tiny little sauce tubs. That's what I'm gonna call them for like 50 cents. Instead, you gotta pay like $2 or $3 to get like the large tub, which I don't really like. But I did get this thing that they had at KFC today. It was the this small tub of like popcorn chicken, chips, and the wicked sauce. So kind of like a halal snack pack. I'm Lebanese, I can say that. Halal snack pack, KFC edition. And I didn't eat it without a fork, though I really should have, because like the sauce gets over your fingers and all that. But yeah, it was delicious. And kind of think about it, KFC did something similar like that a few months ago. They had this giant snack pack with popcorn chicken nuggets and chips for like $8, which was really good promotion, by the way. I wish they would have kept it. But now they have that sort of thing, except get rid of the nuggets and you put this new wicked sauce on top. And if you ask me, I'd rather have the nuggets instead of the sauce. But you can't have everything. And yeah, I'm surprised. KFC are still chugging along with their promotions. They even have this new value range now, which is like you know meals starting from like 5, 10, and $15. So I think for like $10, you can get like this sort of meal where it comprises of chips, um, this like mini sort of like slider. Um, I'm pretty sure a drink. I might have to do some research on that. And it's either like nuggets or like some other slide like that. And you pretty much get like a box meal for like $10. Mind you, the box is like regular size. But I'm like, hey, that doesn't look all that bad. And for $15, you can like get that sort of like box meal, but with like a burger and I think like another side as well. But yeah, like KFC, they just have a new sort of like value range, and obviously I haven't really tried any of those like value range deals, but I have been trying their limited edition menu items because KFC is like one of the only like fast food companies I can think of that really like go out there with their fast food promotions and all that. Not too long ago, they had this thing called the Zinger Kebab, which wasn't as bad as I expected. It wasn't terrible. Um, And if they back in the 2000s, they had this thing called like the zinger pie, basically like a meat pie, where you place the meat with like zinger, you know, zinger fillet, which I don't even know how the hell they did that, but it's the stuff of legends, all right. You either really really like it or you really really don't like it, from what I've gathered online. And they even released kind of unrelated, but I know they released like a Colonel Sanders dating sim game for the PC. So yeah, I guess KFC's always been on the what you will call it mainstream side of things, or trying to appeal to the youth. I remember those old KFC ads here in Australia, where someone's caught in like a very distressing or embarrassing situation, and someone says, "Did somebody say KFC? I don't care." You remember those ads? Well, they're not on TV anymore, which makes me sad. But I can't even think of any other sort of fast food company that has replicated that sort of thing. I rarely see Hungry Jack's ads on TV now. McDonald's ads I still see. Red Rooster. When was the last time you saw a Red Rooster ad on TV? I actually think it was maybe like a year or two ago. I saw like a Red Rooster ad, and I was like, a Red Rooster ad? Nobody's heard of that chain for ages. It's like I honestly think the last time they were releasing ads on a regular basis might have been like the early 2010s or 2000s. Most people in Australia don't even know what Red Rooster is. But as someone who's like been to Red Rooster like throughout like my childhood, I'll be able to say that Red Rooster's actually, from what I've like experienced, been pretty good. Some people call it the better version of KFC. I might have to go back there and sort of refamiliarize myself. But if they have like fewer locations, then you assume the quality will be better. Um, but yeah, Red Rooster apparently has like really good roast chicken. Mind you, it's been a while since I consumed KFC original chicken. So I can't really compare, like, for example, KFC original chicken to like Red Rooster roast chicken. Um, because I've heard people online say that their chicken at Red Rooster is better. But I guess I'll have to do a video where I taste test the two, side by side. Um, but with from what I've seen online with like Red Rooster promotions, like they don't really do like crazy sort of promotions. Usually they just do like discounted box meals, not really limited edition menu items. So that's why I always said, like, KFC, um, regardless of what you think about them, they're always extremely prolific with their limited edition menu items. You most probably remember Crushers, KFC Crushers here in Australia. They had these like, KFC basically sold their version of the McFlurry in Australia. These like smoothies with like Oreo and all that in there. And obviously, by the time I started eating KFC, they withdrawn them from the menu. But from what I've spoke with other people, they like make it out if it was like this, you know, yeah, the greatest thing to ever exist, basically. And fans have been wanting to bring that back for a long time. I'm like, crazy, why don't you just bring back the Crushers? I know they were expensive to make, took a lot of time, but people clearly want them. I think they did like a limited edition sort of run in a few stores not too long ago, but it wasn't like nationwide, and I only heard about it after the fact. So it makes me sad they'll never get to experience the from what I've heard, the supposed glory of the KFC Crushers. Um, and I guess to really top this video off, I know I've been talking about KFC, but that's pretty much like the only interesting thing I did today was eat at a KFC establishment. And I've obviously seen KFC go through some change. Not in just in terms of like the advertising, but their stores as well. Their sort of like branding, and like I said, fast food companies always want to like change their image to keep up with the times. Um, And man, if thinking of like another menu item for KFC, I remember they used to sell like these like I don't know if it was McDonald's or KFC. They used to sell like these like portable salads in like one of those like plastic cups that they use for like slushies. I think McDonald's did it, but I could have sworn walking to KFC and seeing like that on the menu. It wouldn't surprise me if KFC like attempted a salad here in Australia. Um, but yeah, you always get these fast food companies always pushing out limited edition menu items. It just so happens that I guess the current limited edition menu item or limited time menu item, I should say, is the Wicked sort of sauce and the Wicked burger range and all that. And I guess it will only just be time before they reintroduce that or they like rotate old promotions around. Um, I don't think we'll see a comeback of the Crushers, unfortunately, but I guess they'll bring back. I really wish they'd just bring back 10 tenders for like $10. That was a pretty good promotion. I remember just when KFC had that promotion, right? 10 chicken tenders for $10. I always like go to KFC because it was just an insanely good deal. 10 for 10 wicked wings, that's a pretty good deal. I remember, I don't think they have this anymore, but they had this like big um, sort of like shared feast where it came with like 20 tenders, four dipping sauces, gravy, and like a tray of chips for like $25 or $20. And I remember, that was like an insanely popular thing, and I don't think it was profitable at all for KFC to be running that promotion, but it definitely got people in their stores. So yeah, that's just a few off the top of my head. I really just hate to give like free quote unquote promo, but this is me like archiving, KFC and fast food promotions. It's gonna come really useful in the future. Um, I'm old enough to remember when Hungry Jack's had the Super Stunner range for $5.95. Five for $5.95. You get five things: burger, chips, nuggets, ice cream cone, and what was the fifth item? Oh man, I'm burger, chips, nuggets, ice cream cone, and a drink. Yes, a drink. Five items for $5.95, but now it's like $9.95. Inflation has hit us all, but that was so catchy. I remember Hungry Jack's like a decade ago. Five for $5.95. Ah man, Hungry Jack's, please bring that. I know it's still around, but bring back the old prices. And bring back the unlimited soda machines. All right, within the public vicinity, accessible by all. Right? Oh man, just stuff that I miss now. Um, it's gonna be really weird if someone from Australia isn't like someone who isn't Australian is watching this video and it's like, why is this guy bringing up all these weird sort of fast food promotions? Well, they were part of my childhood, all right. And when I went to KFC today, kind of brought back all those memories, and yeah, I guess I'll just have to wait and see what the next promotion is, but I really should be cutting down junk food. Anyway, I guess I apologize for the short video length. I really got to get this out on time, but bye, see you, take care, catch you all tomorrow.